When I was 30 years old, I found a quiz in a magazine titled, "Were You a Troubled Youth?" I remember my sister and I crawling on top of the cupboards every day after school, like scavengers looking for something to eat, crunching old stale taco shells up so we could act like we had chips. Or the excitement I felt seeing the most delicious pistachio pudding sitting on the stove one day, only to realize after taking a huge bite that it was in fact cold grease from meat drippings. The shame I felt the day that both the school and my mom kicked me out because I had so much lice. Records slapping and breaking as my parents tried to decide who would get what in the divorce. At 6, the endless waiting for my dad to bring lunch that never came, looking up a staircase for someone who had gone. At 7 years old, I couldn't believe the courage of my 5-year-old sister as she stepped in front of our mom to protect her from her boyfriend. As a teenager, those feelings morphed into a pit churning in my stomach. At 14, I remember downing a whole bottle of Southern Comfort. I had feelings of jealousy of my cousins who lived on the res. What would it be like to be able to smell sage every day, hear the sounds of drums, be recognized by an elder who would pray for me and give me an Indian name? Instead, I was asked, "Are you a spick or a prairie nigger?" Classmates would call me Sacagawea and laugh. The quiz was a moment of awakening crashing through years of doubt and anxiety. I became a mother and auntie. I graduated college and got a job. On the outside, I was a success, but on the inside, I felt like that same little girl. I remember holding my Troy boy, and with his tiny hand in mine, I promised to keep him safe and loved. Memories came flooding back of happy times in my life. I remember singing carols around the Christmas tree. The story of me as a baby making the whole theater laugh as King Kong came on screen, only to hear me say, "Daddy?" A family of faces lit up by the campfire by the lake. The dark clouds that troubled my thoughts were beginning to part. I dreamt that my son was the actual sun, his light guiding his father and I as we drove along a winding road on the side of a cliff. I never feared the edge or the darkness below. I knew we were going to be okay.